Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sensing Spirituality radio show with me, Iain Mason, brought to you by A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV, where with love we welcome you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope your day is well. So here we are this evening. We're a few minutes behind. Life does that sometimes to us. But I'd just like to welcome you all to the show. Hope you've had a most fantastic week. Hope you've had lots of good fortune and great things happening with you. I just want to really share a couple of quick thoughts with you, and that is, whatever the question, love is the answer. It's a quote by Gerald G. Jampowski, who was a psychotherapist, and it's really, really great because you know what? When love is the answer, we all like love. We all feel good with love. We always feel the energy connection with love, and that helps us have peace. And we enjoy all of life's blessings as well at the same time. And that helps us to have that inner harmony. And that calm allows our mind to be calm and not allow our subconscious to run around like a hooligan out of control, making up stories. And everything that we really know isn't true, but we somehow allow to come into our daily lives and taint the views that we see the world with or the experiences that we experience along the way. So look after yourselves and spread the love. It's really, really important. Now, we're going to be getting ready to go to the phone lines pretty soon. So, I would just sort of waiting for the calls to come through here. We have Melissa in New Darien, Pennsylvania, in the USA. So welcome, Melissa, to the show.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you, my darling? Are you well?
I'm sorry?
Are you well?
Yes.
Good. How is it that I may help you this evening?
I just wanted to find out, do you do medium readings?
Yes, I do, yes.
Okay.
Would you like a general reading?
I'm sorry, for a medium reading, you mean?
Yeah, for mediumship.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, just a general reading, or is there somebody particular that you would like to connect with?
I lost a child.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see where we go with this.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So just bear with me. When we're looking for something specific, it just works a little differently with me. But hello. Hang on. I've got a couple of people coming in here. Would you understand the mother figure? And she feels quite maternal. So this this actually feels quite like a maternal grandmother. But this lady passes of a heart condition here. I know that takes her over when she goes. Do you understand her?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Okay. And would you understand that being, what I want to say is quite breathless and quite incapacitated just before the end of her life there? Because she just makes me feel that I wasn't able to move around too much and I struggled with my breathing.
Yes.
Okay. She's a lady who, of her own mind, would, what I want to say is she's not like a really squidgy, lovey, feeling of a grandmother here for me, but she feels, what I want to say is a lady that would be able to look after herself quite well. Do you understand that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she's quite sharp of mind as well. And she's just acknowledging here that she had to have a lot of help towards the end of her life. And I know that when she was here in the physical, that she wouldn't have liked that. Not that she didn't want help, but she didn't like to trouble people to help her with the things that she could do for herself, or so she thought. Would that make sense for you?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, okay, because she's saying to me now, I can cope on my own, you know. I don't need you. And she's sort of telling me off, which is quite funny, but she means it in a light-hearted way. Would you understand a name? She's trying to get through to me like Mary or Marty, please. I can just hear like a name like that coming through.
A Mary or what?
It sounds like a Mary or a Marty. I can't quite catch what she's saying to me.
Mildred?
M-A-R, no, it
Mildred?
feels shorter than that. No, it doesn't feel like Mildred for me. It feels shorter. It feels like Mar. I'm hearing Mar, Mar.
Millie, maybe for short.
Yeah, Mary. Yeah, it's Mary. That's what I heard first. You understand? That's just the names that she's just pushing through for me. And would you understand why she talks about why there's a link to March with this, please, as well? The month of March.
March. You know what?
She's
I'm
just,
not even. I'm not sure. I can't think.
Okay, that's all right. Well, don't worry too much. She's just circling March for me, and she's also saying to me here 1997 is quite important as well.
97. I think that's the year she passed.
This is with. Okay, all right. This is what she's saying to me here, and she loves daffodils. She loves yellow flowers. She tells me too.
Daffodils, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
She loves daffodils and she loves the yellow flowers. That's what she's saying to me here. Now, okay, I'm just trying to see what she's doing here. Would you understand that she would be somebody that would keep the family in check? You know, she would be somebody quite sort of patriarchal by nature in some ways.
Yes.
Yeah, she's quite an organizer here. But she's telling me, my darling, and I don't know whether both of these babies are for you. Excuse me, got an itchy eye there. She's just saying to me that there are two children up with her. Two children.
Yes, she does. She has
okay.
my uncle and my aunt and uncle. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what she says to me here. And she says it's nice that they're here because it feels like home again. That's what she says. And I know that she's a lady that really did like her home. You understand?
Okay. Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, all right. I know that she hung on with her home as long as she could do, and she said I stayed there as long as I could, but I knew that I had to go to hospital. That's what she says to me, as she calls it. But as she's just sitting up there, I do see a child with her, but she's actually showing this as a young child, please, not as an older child. Would you understand that?
Um, of her child, or are you saying one of hers, or like a
No,
grandchild?
she's got a no, it's not her child. You know, you said you wanted to connect with a child. She has a child on her lap. That's what she's showing me, but she's showing it me as a younger child.
Ugh, I don't know.
And it's
Now my son would
and
be.
I have a boy.
Then
I have
say
a
that
boy
again.
here. I have a boy here,
Okay.
a baby boy. Yeah, yeah. You understand?
No, I don't. He wouldn't have been a baby. He wasn't a baby then.
No, no. But she's showing him to me as a baby. For her, a baby. So he's young. He's not an old
Okay.
person. Yeah. So she's calling him the baby and she's cradling him like a baby. So it's like a symbolic thing. And she's cradling him. Would you understand that there were lots of complications that were also contributing factors in his passing, please?
Complications for what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Circumstances, because it just feels like things either didn't go right, didn't come together quite right, and they couldn't administer the right care for him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No,
Because
no,
she's just saying,
actually, no, it doesn't. Trying to think.
okay, she, she, she's saying to me here that it was a bit of what I want to say is either a quick reaction or trying to find a quick solution here, but they couldn't find the right thing in a short amount of time to help him.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is what she's saying, because it's not like it's one of these things where there's, if you like, a wrongdoing on any part. It just seems to be an unfortunate chain of events with circumstance. That's what she's saying to me. It's just like things
Okay.
didn't click together.
Hmm.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And she says that it was not that feeling of being unnecessary, but very regretful that we couldn't. What are you doing with him? She's just saying that there was a lot of attention and a lot of what she's describing to me as busyness, chaos, if you like, that was going on around, but there was nothing that could be done.
Hmm.
That makes sense
I
for
don't
you?
even know.
You don't understand that?
No, I don't.
Okay. But you understand the baby boy, or what she calls the baby boy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because it's a bit like, my mum still thinks I'm her baby boy, and I'm nearly 50 years old, you know.
Uh-huh.
So when it comes, yeah. So that's how she's looking at him and calling him the baby boy there. Now, as she sorts of cradles him here, she's just saying to me here that there was something not right with his breathing as well. There was something either wrong with the lungs or the actual breathing system. Would you understand that?
Um, yeah, actually, I think she's talking about my uncle, her son.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. But I know that I've got this issue here with my breathing, and that was something that almost just wore me down and wore me out. That's what she's saying to me here, and then finally that contributes to me going over. But it does feel like there were other complications as well, because she just makes me feel that the body shut down. You understand?
Okay. Um, would she be talking about my son? He committed suicide. Would she have been talking about him, cradling him?
Yeah. She's the baby is your son.
Okay.
Yes. And she's talking about a problem with the breathing at
Well,
the end.
he hung himself. That's probably what she's meaning.
Okay. All right. She's not telling me how he
Does
passed, my
that
darling.
make
She
sense?
just, she, yeah. Okay. And I've just got a problem here. She tells me with the breathing, and she talks about this with what she calls the baby boy. And that's how she sees him. And I'm so sorry for your loss. And she's just talking to me here that he felt that nobody heard his, what she says, cry for help, or his pleas. He said the doors were shut on me and I couldn't get any more help. Would you understand that from his point of view?
That I don't.
Okay. Well, this is just what she's saying. She's saying for me here. But would you understand as well that he went quite quiet and quite withdrawn, and almost disconnected himself from the family in the last, what I want to say, is week of his life?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, because this is what she's passing on from him. So she's actually speaking for him as well as passing the message through. And she just says to
Okay.
me here that she's saying to me that he's aware that people tried to reach him. He knows that, but he shut down and took himself away. Now, I do understand that in the last month of his life, it very much feels like everything almost fell away from him. So I get the feeling of him not either feeling a sense of belonging here, whatever was going on, either the work or the personal fronts, they had sort of, what I want to say is, dwindled away in some way. Would you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And this is unfortunately what sort of triggered his mindset to start to sort of move him onto the, the path that he ultimately took. And particularly in that last week of his life, his message that Nan is passing through for me here is saying that oh, hang on a moment, he's changing what he's saying. He's either, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just talking. I don't understand what you're doing. Oh, okay. So moved. He says he took himself away from where he was or where he used to stay. He made sure that he took himself away, so a distance away, to do what he did, because he says it wasn't local.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And he's saying it was about the best gesture he could make in the circumstances, and his idea was that it wasn't on the doorstep to be that, as odd as this may sound for you, as to be as in your face as it could have been. Okay. And I just get the feeling here that he was, in the last 3 months of his life, he became quite, what I want to say is, transient, and he was moving around quite a lot. He was very, very unsettled. Would you know that?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I just got this feeling of this disconnection and him moving away. And this is what your grandmother is saying to me here. Now, he does feel, what I want to say is, sad about the way in which he was found, because he said he frightened people.
Yes.
Okay. And he's sorry for that too, because he said people shouldn't have expected to have come across that situation when they're just out and about in the course of their normal day. And he wants to apologize to those people as well. He does say that from his point of view, that he felt there was no other option for him to turn to. And he feels very sorry that there was not the connection that he would have liked with Dad, please, too.
Okay.
Okay. And he's just coming in here just with that sort of feeling of, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to cause harm. I just did what I felt I needed to do. So as we come to the end of this show, my darling, I really, really hope that you manage to get some comfort, as I do feel like he wants to leave his love and best wishes with you. And you're very, very welcome to connect with me on Facebook or on my web, or through my website, which is iainmason.com, if there's anything further that you would like to get from me. But for now, we are out of time, I'm afraid. But I, as I said to you, I will leave his love and best wishes with you, and to say thank you so much for calling into the show.